Вивожу нас в лайв.
Давай.
We are live.
Nice.
Вивожу нас в лайв.
Давай.
Вивожу нас в лайв. Hello, Ryan. We are live.
Nice.
Вивожу нас в лайв.
Давай.
Ryan, can you hear us? Jean, Igor, Max, are you here, guys?
Yes.
Yes, yes.
Okay.
Do we see how many people already here?
3 now.
Welcome everyone.
Yep, Ryan can hear us. All right.
Perfect.
So we'll start in a few minutes when someone else will add on. This is our first Stobox community live chat with team and with the community. So we'll share more insights on what we do with Stobox, listen to your questions, answer to your questions, introduce the team, and make sure we're on the same page on our journey of digital assets and digital securities. Ross, let me know when all we are ready.
Okay. 5 people now.
By the way, before we start, I just want to announce that we're working on the Discord channel and Discord system for the community to make sure that we bring all the community participants under one manageable system, because Telegram doesn't suit us much at this point. So we've been looking at the different software solutions from setting up something proprietary to more of the use cases. I think Discord will do good for that. So within this week, we'll be setting up the community, and before our exchange launched, we'll be introducing the Discord Stobox main channel for sharing information about us and hearing your requests.
And feedback about our new chat. Probably soon we will make a chat in WeChat, some to our China community, but it will be a little bit later, I guess.
Step by step.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, I think we can start.
Okay, we already did. Thank you, Ross. Just want to remind that my name is Jean Deyev. I'm the CEO of Stobox. Started the company 3 years ago. And it is a beautiful journey. It was a journey, and now we are launching our products, which we're really looking for. And our team of already 50 people are working hard to make sure we deliver our promises and deliver our solutions the way we see the world of crypto and the way we see the process of tokenization. I would like also to mention that Stobox focuses on, first of all, is the digital assets and basically what we call crypto management. It's a kind of new chapter for us, but it's impossible to drive digital securities innovations without being involved into the crypto world. So that's why we have dedicated product like Stobox Exchange and the bridge, and we have our token to make sure we we focus on the crypto part of Stobox. The second, which is very important, is the dashboard itself. That's a SaaS, software as a service product for tokenizing digital securities. So basically any type of security can be put on blockchain using dashboard, and then this asset, that security, can be bought and sold and managed in an absolutely different way. And we actually build that way. So anybody can go to Stobox and find out how dashboard works, or see how we implement that dashboard for ourselves. Our corporate securities are being initially offered via our dashboard, which is dashboard.stobox.io. Please have a look. You'll have more information on that. We also, the third thing I want to mention is we have a consulting arm. And first of all, when we started Stobox, we started not as a tech company, we started as a kind of market analyst and advisory company, because we're looking how this market was and is developing. And when we saw the niches and potential, that's actually the places where we decided to focus. So when I say by we, I want to introduce our senior members. Not everyone here is with us, but these are the people that spend their life building and what Stobox is about. So first of all, I want to name Ross. Probably most of you know this guy. He's a co-founder. He's the chief operating officer. This is the person who is in charge of all operations, and basically whatever we do is the set of tasks, and whatever we do, Ross knows about that. So if you have any questions, Ross is the person to speak to, definitely. So thank you, Ross, for being with us.
Thank you, Jean, for your introduction. I'm like a director orchestra of Stobox.
I have an old friend of mine who's here as well, who's Max Rubin. He's a very qualified professional in finance area, working from straight from New York University, working in a different hedge funds, in professional finance institutes, and now he's with us, looking at where we go financially, which is a very important, because you know that crypto people can run fast, but you have to make sure that you have enough fuel to run to the destination you'd like to. So Max is the fuel guy. So he knows exactly how much we're gonna spend in order to deliver what we deliver. And we have a very new person I would like to introduce to you. His name is Igor Haleta. This guy is in charge and will be in charge of Stobox exchange operations. He's a very qualified person who was in the crypto for many years, and whose vision actually, we have a common vision on that, because Stobox Exchange is not a typical exchange like many in the market. And a lot of people ask us, "Oh, guys, what is the difference?" I said, "Listen, the approach is the difference, because we don't plan to run fast with derivatives. We don't plan to run fast with margin trading. I think it's not our niche. We will more focus on the corporate clients. We will work on this first step for many people who actually, look, there's a less than 100 million wallets being generated, and it's much less people involved in managing and using crypto. So we believe that the adoption is something that starting now and will be on for numerous years. And we want to take part in the adoption, taking people from the classical framework, finance framework, and showing them how this framework can be altered, already is altered, with the use of blockchain technology, with the use of Stobox technology, in order to bring new financial products, either it's financial digital assets, cryptocurrency, or digital securities that we deliberately focus on. So our exchange is something unique, and we're very looking forward into that release because it's a very important step for us. Again, there's a lot of processes that are under the scene, and we just make sure it's a step-by-step delivery. So again, I just want to mention that there's the big team of Stobox has reached 50 people. We are quite diverse. We have people from US working and contributing to Stobox, where most of our team is located in Ukraine. Igor is in Poland, Max is in Russia, Moscow. So there's a lot of people focusing on the development. And again, we do our best, and we'll be doing our best, first of all, to deliver the products, and we'll setting up the community channels the way that we would like to hear, and again, answer to your questions, because what we see that most of the people don't quite understand what Stobox focuses on, probably because most of them are not serious about the attitude, but that's kind of community. So what we'd like to do is create an additional community server based on Discord, where our communication will be more professional, where you can ask any types of professional questions, from financial to roadmap, from users kind of experience to strategic planning, and we'll be happy to respond. Finally, I just want to mention that we walk the talk. So whatever we say, what we do, and we have already implemented our Stobox utility token. We have tokenized our own shares of our main mother company in US, in Wyoming. So that's the company which shares have been tokenized and spread between the shareholders, and now being offered to different community. So again, thank you very much for your support. There'll be much more news coming from us, and I'll be very happy to answer any questions. Write me, how to find me. Thank you, Ross. I'll pass to you.
Okay, thank you, Jean. I see a question about Stobox Exchange. So why no margin trading? Derivatives is kind of the main market volume. It generates most of volume. Ignoring margin trading and future has no sense.
I will answer that question. We think a different way, because when you look at the hybrid markets, and especially centralized exchanges, and the way how they're built, and cryptocurrency is no difference to forex trading. It's no difference to binary. I will just give you an example that we all saw recently, a month ago. There was a main sell-off of BTC and Ethereum. So it was the first big red candle, and what we saw the price on Binance for Ethereum of something like $730, which was never there. So the question is, who put that price? And to my strong belief, and I know what I'm talking about, when you start thinking of a marginal trading or futures trading, you always become a casino side. So you always play against. And this is just a matter of your greed, of how you structure your business. But again, it's house against the people. With the amount of people who don't know what a crypto is, or who spend their money on the bank deposits, I think this is our target market, because even though we don't generate that volumes, we are working on alternative subscription model, different types of monetization model of our system, where people can directly invest into a technological impact that this decentralized companies bring us to. So first of all, look, there's a lot of there's a lot of tech-driven companies that generate the new industry. And I think that lacks the attention, because it's not about the speculation. It's about, Stobox is about how a decent person can spend on invest some of his money into the digital assets and make sure that it's compliant, it's safe. There's no margins on that. At least we don't plan to launch that in the close future. So I think it's more organic. And I think the belief behind crypto is more organic. I don't think that crypto is about that financial twist that make a lot of traders just being ripped off. And when you start driving what X100 leverage pattern, just make sure you'll be ripped off one day. So this is our vision. Again, we're not blaming anyone, but this
We are more
is
for investments. We are more for investment, not for trading. All we know how exchanges make money from margin trading or future trading. So our focus is it will be spot and only high level projects. We will do due diligence for you and we will choose project for you. So it's our focus, it's our road.
I just want to add that's not only we will choose for you, but we will ask you what you would like, because that's another aspect. Because if the community works and trades that specific, like I don't know, Ocean Coin, and we're a community-driven platform, we deliver our promises. So we will try to make the conditions for trading Ocean, for example, better on our exchange than anywhere else, and focus on specific tokens that new people can buy and not be scared of being ripped off or scammed or pump and dumped.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, thank you guys for your answer. From my perspective, what I see that we are mostly focusing on investment side into cryptocurrencies. We will list only selected projects, infrastructure projects such as Mana, such as Uni, such as Filecoin. So we are not competing with Gate.io or with Binance or with Huobi and listing thousands and thousands coins. And sometimes for investors it is very different, and it is very challenging to find a great project for investment when you touching with crypto for the first time. That's why we created a Stobox exchange, to make it simpler and to make it feasible to you to invest to select projects that we are investing to with our own money. And also, as you know, guys, one of our biggest traction is tokenization, and speaking with B2B clients, with investment funds, with real estate projects, with business sites, we see a big demand on issuing utility token. And it is very interesting business models where you have a two tokens business model, security and utility. And on our Stobox exchange, we will list the utility tokens of the real business, and you will not see these tokens on Binance or Huobi. It will be the unique tokens of real business that you will be able to buy for the first time.
Yes, you will have opportunity to invest in token which related with real business, which introduce real business. So it's our benefit from from us to you to select some business and then invest in this business directly from our exchange.
Mm-hmm.
I just want to add that most of our clients come from the tokenization part. They would like to do an STO, and unfortunately we're not able to deliver the product earlier due to many reasons. Some of them from the legal perspective, but now we're on, and we have more than 10 clients in the pipeline. And these are different companies on a different stage that would use security token offering as the main vehicle to attract investments. Most of their industries are real estate, tech, and we have a great tech projects fundraising with the use of digital securities, with the use of security tokens. So that thing, because we drive that people from drive that business from creating a concept to basically execution. Our products, our tech products like Exchange for the digital assets and the dashboard are critical for their success. So every client is something, is something warm for us because we we bring them from the understanding part to the execution part, and their fundraising campaign will also be kind of interdependent to our user flow, to our community. So we're gonna
Hmm.
share more information on that companies with you, and they will bring their own community to us. So it's a kind of win-win situation. So, and again, it's based not upon just another simple fork of another Uniswap version to or whatever. It's an actual business that transforms something in their area and have a decent business model, and using us and our technologies to make that happen. So I think that's something, again, even though it may be hard or harder in a short-term period, using leverages and hybrid trading would bring us more benefit in the short run. I think our vision in the long run is much more preferable, and I think yeah, Ross, please.
Yeah, to continue answering the questions from Attestic Shelter, exchange business is volume always. If we speak about volume, spot trading cannot compete with derivatives. Although there is well-known leaders in spot trading like Binance or Huobi, you are at the risk of launching an exchange no one is willing to use. So, Ross, you are saying you're gonna be also an investors in project you're launching. How can we ensure you won't dump your allocation on retail?
Um, that's a good question, but there's no distinct answer to that. It's not about us dumping. Is again, we have the set of products that our clients would like to use, and we faced the problem that most of the real business clients, unfortunately, they are starting to use crypto for the first time. So they're not coming from tech. They're not coming from avant-garde, crazy crypto community. They're from a distant business. So we're just helping them out. And of course, probably the payoffs for such whatever utility or security tokens won't be as uh, as enormous or as huge as we see on the traditional crypto, where you have X50 is a normal uprise. um, but it will be balanced on the risk side as well. So it would depend upon who you are. If you're more of a kind of decent investor into long-term strategies and you believe in the product and project, you might go after that, and you make sure the risk reward ratio is kind of balanced. So it's for us to make sure that we don't list scams, and because we don't invest into scams, and whatever we do on our platform is kind of multiplying what we do personally. So if I believe in Chia, for example, I want to see Chia there. If I believe in Filecoin, I did my research, I want Filecoin to be shared with other people. So that's as simple as that, and we have a numerous clients supporting that vision already. Thank you.
Hmm. Max, do you have something to add regarding the Stobox exchange or questions?
Uh, yeah, I would actually think that, to continue on Eugene's point, is that with this concern about dumping something that we invest in. Um, from my experience, as I used to work in hedge funds and pipe funds for the deals, uh, company who usually invests in the beginning usually has a certain lockup period and warrants, which actually have some time period that this warrant and that this agreement covers. Therefore, um, we are more interested in this company actually having time to use those funds and to grow in value, so that we can actually, benefit from its rise and from the usage of the funds in the correct fashion. Also, given the fact that the market is huge and that there are plentiful of exchanges, um, I find that the market has still so much growth ahead, and people who really use Binance or some other more sophisticated exchanges, uh, they just some of them just need a simpler entrance, and I believe we have a superior functionality design, and I think you will be able to see it for yourself, but maybe not from a standpoint of a very experienced trading crypto investor. But if you look at the sort of approach from a starter point, that would make a big difference. And I uh, really don't know if there's any other exchange which would be offering um, some other companies tokens that they actually make themselves. The closest example from what I know would be probably Coins List, which nobody would doubt that it's one of the was or is one of the hottest topics in cryptocurrencies today. So therefore, this symbiosis and this synergy of different factors of early newcomers entering, people start using it, being in some sort of a safe environment, which we would try to and ensure with our reputation, and we have been delivering so far on our promises, and I think it just could be a very safe ground for people to start, and for people who are even in business to actually learn and do more, and accustom themselves to a new world, which is actually conquering the finance field. It just not that many people are out there. As Eugene said, 100 million wallets worldwide out of 8 billion people. It's not a huge proportion yet, so we still have some adoption to do, and we should be among the front runners of the people who give the chance for people to educate themselves on some safe grounds. That's what I would say. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks.
Mm-hmm. And finishing the questions from Shelter, so far to say Stobox nearest competitor is CoinList.
No, definitely not. First of all, CoinList is much more advanced and ahead in traction wise. We see there's a list of investors from 300,000 people are waiting to be onboarded via CoinList, and actually, I'm one of them. Sometimes I participate in those sales and waiting for being 285,000, 651st. And they have a business model. They have a vehicle, they have an exchange under the hood. And you know that you can exchange certain tokens, but they're not actually focused on the exchange part. They're focused on the listing part, on the offering part, which is great. And again, I think it's the matter of reputation, how you build a business. Uh, we're not trying to copy. We're definitely not the ones who go to the market and just do something that everybody does. So we have a set of our own analytical vision and our own beliefs, and we believe in what we do has a long-term value. That's why we don't take that kind of rush position of hyping the thing. We're actually fine with the steady growth, and we see the market going up to 60 plus. We see the market going down to whatever now can be, 20 or even less from the BTC perspective. Uh, Again, the real life business is not being suffer from of that fluctuations. So we believe that the cryptocurrency and the crypto should be more stable, and the more decent companies come into the playground, more technologically kind of framework companies go into. Remember what happened to internet in the beginning. So now it's a commodity, yeah. And in the beginning of what 2000s, we've seen a boom. So again, it's we walk the talk, we build our products, and we hope that you will support us on the whole way.
Mm-hmm. Thank you, Jean, for your answer. And I want to say thank you guys for really great questions today. So moving forward, the first question was from Ryan Paris. It is a very short question about a bridge. Will STBU go onto Pancake Swap now that the bridge is available?
Um, I can answer that as well. It's still not decided yet at this moment. Tell you the truth, we thought of building LP model, kind of LP staking, but then there have been some issues with the Binance chain, and we know that from the hacking kind of part. So we just try not to rush that thing forward. So we have that bridge. The bridge is working. As for now, we will focus on bringing liquidity for STBU trading to Stobox Exchange. So in the beginning, and definitely the trading for Stobox token would be at zero fees with Stobox Exchange. So we just make sure that people who would like to buy or sell or trade Stobox would be much more comfortable with Stobox Exchange than any other exchanges. So that's one thing. Secondly, which is also very important, even though there's a lot of people working, we are a limited company. We're limited in resources and management. And actually, it's a very true that management, a sophistication management of every exchange, of every infrastructure, technical, business, operational, takes a lot of energy and takes a lot of focus. So if we do something on Pancake, it means that we don't do something else, and something else may be much more important in the long run. So we're trying to balance, and if our community feels that it's a must, please also let us know. If we see that most of our people who trust in us, who are part of our community, want that, that would be for us, it's a sign to move forward with that. So we're gonna hear you guys instead of just pushing our own things.
Mm-hmm. Thank you, Jean. Guys, do you have something to add?
I guess I should add some info about the exchange, what we are doing now, because as Jean, remember, we have many things around exchange. We should have a focus. So maybe I tell you a few words about what we are doing now, what we plan, and it will be better to understand what we are doing now and on which stage we are.
Yeah, it will be great. Please do, and then we will come back to the questions from LDXB about dashboard and about exchange.
Okay. So hello, dear viewers again. We are glad that you're with us. Thank you also for your questions. Thank you, Jean, for first introduction. Ross, Max, thank you for answering. We are here to tell you more about us, to tell you more about our exchange. My name is Igor, and I will be like Ross, but not CEO of Stobox, but CEO of Stobox Exchange. All the secrets at this stage we will not to tell you, but some things that are happening now, I will be happy to share. So what we are doing now? Now we are looking for people for beta testing of our exchange. If you want to participate, please go to our Twitter account where you will find all information. You could find a post. You should fill in the form, and then after filling the form, we will choose to our community from you. We will choose someone of you who will test our exchange, looking for some bugs, what works, what doesn't work, and after that we will give you some award. The second thing, what we are doing, we are testing KYC procedures. We are trying to do the best KYC policy. The document verification time is up to 4 minutes. I guess maybe 5, maybe 6, but no longer. I know personally how hard to check KYC anywhere. So we will try to do the best KYC policy for you. What else? We are setting up the liquidity providers so that you can safely trade on any volume. We are setting up marketing agencies to get as many people as possible to know about us. Also, you could also tell all your friends about Stobox Exchange, because it will be a really good exchange with really good design, with only respect projects and with high level of reputation. So don't hesitate to tell anybody about us. What else? We are setting up AML firms to prevent unwanted actions and many operational things, but we couldn't tell you now about it. We will tell you step by step. And in addition to all of this, there are still really many different actions to our part to do everything possible for the successful beta launch of the exchange. Beta launch of our exchange will be on 1st July. So we are happy to announce that we will try to open registration on 1st July, and you will have a chance to check how our exchange work. We also will have at the beginning of this stage, we will have 2 pairs, STBU USDT and used STBU ETH. We will have 0 commission for trading. So guys, many things happened. Hope you will enjoying our product, our new product, Stobox Exchange. We know that there are many competitors around, but we will try to do our best to show you that we will one of the best exchange.
Yeah, thank you, Igor, for your nice answer. I want to add that currently we founded the support from more than 10 YouTubers, more than 20 Twitter influencers, and more than 10 medias. For example, we have some arrangements with security.io, one of the most recognized media in security space, also with crypto medias that we will post our next crypto activities, and stay tuned to not miss our next share drops and our community engagement activities, so you can participate and get your chance.
Ross, maybe tell our community more about share drop.
Yeah, so currently we conducted the first share drop to reward our close-up community that are believing in us. It was the requirements were that you need to hold more than 25,000 STBU on blockchain of Ethereum blockchain, public blockchain of our STBU tokens, and we created a pool of 10,000 STBX. And here I want to clarify the difference between STBX and STBU, because we are facing with a lot of questions, because it is very modern. It is very modern in the industry, and not many crypto users and enthusiasts know really the difference between securities and between utilities. So we have a dual token model. STBX, it is a tokenized shares of our US company, Stobox Technologies Incorporated. We tokenize 10 million of shares of our Stobox US company. And currently we are in the process of STO to offer our securities to the market. And here I want to mention that we are raising $1 million. It is not too much for the crypto space, and we can close it for 1 month from all of the investors. But currently we are focusing on smart money to find the right people who are with us the right funds that we will leverage our activities and help us to move forward. So Stobox, it is a tokenized shares of, it is dividends shares of our US companies, and if you holding the Stobox, you have a part of the American company, and when we will be the profitable, when we get traction with thousands of clients, you will get dividends from them. And STBU, it is our utility token, and our utility token will be the fees payment token in our Stobox exchange. It is like BNB in Binance. So you will have the possibility to make your transaction cheaper through paying commissions in STBU, and also through STBU as a gateway. You can pay for our consulting services, and many clients using STBU as a payment gateway for our consulting, for our securities activities and security consulting for B2B businesses. So, yeah, please, Jean.
Yeah, thank you, Ross. I just want to add very important thing from as a kind of being a head of products. I find it very important to deliver the flow of the management of the purchase of tokenized shares to the community, because guys, this is not the same. Buying some asset on a DEX with a MetaMask is complete different story from buying a security from the legal perspective, and that legal perspective imposes certain behavioral criteria. So you cannot have one place with a multiple securities unless this place is being licensed. If it's being licensed, there's certain policies that being imposed on that company, like severe AML standards or severe KYC things. So what we're trying to do is that and I think we're doing really good. We took the crypto flow of purchase crypto as it is, and it's a kind of simple way of gaining some tokens, and we analyzed all of the legal drawbacks and legal opportunities and possibilities, and we build the process of purchasing security as easy and as understandable for any kind of person, including and focused on the crypto people, because crypto people are not necessarily as sophisticated in purchasing securities as professional investors. So we try to kind of bridge two worlds where we do something compliant and something which is destined for traditional finance, like securities, and bring it on the rails of a new user flow, of the new crypto user flow. And our product is the mixture and the symbiosis of that two flows. And when we do a share drop, it's for us, it's not only to say thank you to you guys who've been, our whales for some time, but it's also to hear your feedback, and it's also to understand, because we know how you track the mouse, we know where you go. So for us is how we convert that behavior and make sure that those flows on purchasing securities would be even more smooth and even more ready for our grandmas, for people who are gonna buy that digital things, without they even thinking of. And that's something that we built from the UX standpoint. So all that things are very important into creating a one user flow of moving from digital assets to digital securities, to having your blockchain passport, having one KYC on your mobile, and then that easy swap of different assets 24/7. This is something that we go again with the focus on compliance, because most of our clients are B2B. So that's something that should be taken into consideration. Thank you.
Yeah, and moving on to the questions related to DS dashboard, I see the questions from LDXB. It is our very active friend from our community, and he's asking, can you create a fund via Stobox dashboard, like a fund for real estate or commodities?
Let me answer that question. Yes, we can, but let's define uh, what's our role in that kind of business. Being a business owner of that fund is a one story. So we are consulting a tech company, and doing something like this would imply that we just shift from one business to another. Now we're a fund that manage digital assets of tokenized real estate. I don't think that all of us want us to go there. That's a different part of the world. But what can we do? And what our focus on is that we can bring perfect knowledge to the people that would like to do so. And we have already that clients and clients who come from the real estate, and they say, listen, guys, we have a numerous real estates all over the world, and we would like to fundraise on that. But because of the corona, we're not ready to bring people to our location. We want to sell them our units, our investments via the internet. And they are the product owners. They are the people who are going to build the business. So we're going to do three things for them. One is we're going to give them understanding of how it could be done with the blockchain, so they have a perfect knowledge. Secondly, we will bring our products where they can buy, from buying the crypto on the exchange, moving it to the dashboard, raising capital, moving it back to fiat, doesn't matter, kind of manage that thing. So this is the from the tech, from the product side, that's something that we're going to definitely support them with. And the third is how to manage that, because their business is to sell apartments they build, and they're not great in managing software, especially decentralized software. So our dedicated management, something they're definitely there's something they're paying for, is the long-term support. And this is another source of income for Stobox. Is we, there's a lot of companies, but sometimes accounting is not being done in-house, it's done outside. We have a big four companies that do audit. Why? Because they do it great. So we're going to provide our tools for companies like this and focus on that. So they will have a good business model, being DEXed, being on blockchain. They'll be happy, and we'll be happy delivering our services within our scope. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, great. Thank you for your answer. And continuing answering the questions from LDXB, is there any regulatory issue for offering profit sharing via staking? Great question, man.
Good question. I doubt I can answer you from the top of my head. I would say, first of all, it would depend upon the regulation, because let's say how US regulates their securities. There's a securities law 1934. They regulate their own way. In Europe, it's a bit different. Or in Switzerland, Liechtenstein, it's also a bit different. I'm not even moving towards Asia because it's a different world in terms of regulated securities. For instance, China doesn't have severe and understandable laws for that still, even though they kind of too very selective in how you can work with them. So that's a good question. I kindly ask Ross to write down, and we'll come back to you. We'll send the answer. That's a good question. Thank you.
Yeah, we will send the answer from our analytical department that are analyzing a lot of jurisdictions and a lot of cases and new constructions in STO. And I want to mention that we conducted already, I think, more than 25,000 hours of research, our analytical department, and we are contributing to the most recognized medias with our articles about how tokenization works and what is the legal nuances. So I have noted, and we will come back to you with the full answer with this question. Okay, great. Thank you guys one more time for your great questions. It is really great to see it that and it
There's
is
too
very
many
great to see engagement.
yeah, Ross, thank you. And you know, I see on chat, and I see many questions from there, and I'm happy to see it. It means that you are interested in our product, so it's.
I think, guys, what we're gonna do is that we will be collecting your questions. Again, as I said, this week we will set up the Discord channel as a Stobox community with the different channels devoted for different products, for different part of, let's say, digital crypto, securities, consulting. So we will push that through, and using that infrastructure, we will try to answer all your questions more systematically. So we don't have just a list of Telegram people sending sending something, but we will have a more structured question and answers within our community. So please send us questions and we'll answer them. And again, I think it's a great, you tell us if it's a great format to speak to you. I think we can also whitelist if you would like to join on a video site with us. So we would like to see you all. Let's think of the format, and we're happy to answer all of your questions. Stay with us, man.
And tell us in the comments what do you think if the next time we have the possibility to add you to our Zoom room, to go you to the stage, to discuss live your questions and to speak with you, because from my perspective it will be perfect if we have this face-to-face conversation in real world.
Yeah, like club and house, but Zoom house.
Stobox house, Stobox house, not TikTok house, not TikTok house.
Yeah.
Okay, the next very actual question from Chi Luna. Thanks for your answers, guys. But look at the market. But look on the market, guys. Do you have really think it is smart idea to launch an exchange during such as bloodbath?
Bloodbath. I think people who who see -50, -60 on their portfolio, and they're shocked. They're people who are new to crypto. So we have an enormous adoption level, global. Look, we have a last rally driving Bitcoin from 3,000 to 60,000 plus, and we have a correction to 30, and most of the people are just being, demoralized by that correction. I personally, I'm not giving any financial advice. I'm not making any statements, but personally, I don't feel that that we're entering a crypto winter. I think that adoption level is getting on. Of course, there's some negative externalities with mining in China, where people, it's being transformed. But from the absolute standpoint, there's more and more people looking in the crypto. And again, our long-term vision is to bring the product, make sure it works, make sure it's compliant, make sure our business clients start using those products, make sure our community continues believes in us and focus on that products, on using these products. So I don't think that we have to take into consideration current market conditions, because I think currently, even though we're correcting, there's nothing to be worried about in the long run.
I could add one thing.
Sure.
When blood on the market, smart money bought Bitcoin. Today, MicroStrategy bought I don't remember how much, but
500
very,
million.
very much, very much Bitcoin. So, smart money always buy in the deep, and they always bought yourselves. So I also agree with Gene. For us, it a little bit doesn't matter. We also mostly for investments, and we wanna position ourselves like smart money. When MicroStrategy bought Bitcoin today, we also bought. We bought your Bitcoins, which you sell to us. And if, as we said before, we more for investment, not for trading. We don't want to position our exchange like 5 minutes buy, 5 minutes sell. It it could be it could be about us, but not actually. We're mostly for investments.
And here I want to add the questions before. The Chia asked, or it was a Shelter, why we are don't focusing on the volume and why we are don't focusing on margin trading. So me personally and we in Stobox, we don't comfortable to make the swing lows and to make the liquidation price of all of your positions and to put and take money from you, because it is not honestly, yeah, to do such a things. And me and Jean, we faced we faced a lot of times in Binance, in other exchanges, that we are were in the position, in margin position, and Binance and our orders are disappeared, and we lost money from it, from Binance, and where Binance and other exchanges make swing lows and liquidate every support level and then come back. It is not the honest situation, and we don't to take money from our community, because it is not comfortable for us, because we are not the scam.
Exactly.
And yeah, please, Jin, if you have
No,
something.
I'm just saying that we have 3 minutes left, and there's a lot of things that we can talk about, and there's a lot of about the dashboard which we recently released version 2, which is we just we will receive. I know this already, but we have a very high standard for security. We just now being audited, but one of the top auditors on the market, SignSoft, that do a pin test, black box, gray box, white box testing. And we've done a set of testing with our dashboard, and just we will publish that soon. But to make sure, I already mentioned that we have a very high level of security, which we're happy about. So again, we're focusing on infrastructural things, and with that blood on the street, as you say, what we see with the STBU token at the moment, that's also a good opportunity, because I'm all in. I'm all in.
Me too.
So again, it's a long-term journey. And Ross, please.
Yeah, thank you guys for great questions today. I want to add, and I want to clarify one more time that we have 3 products. Yeah, the first product, it is digital securities dashboard, and today we announced that we updated all UX and all design security updates of the dashboard, of the dashboard for investing in STBX, in Stobox tokenized shares. And this dashboard will deploy it for our clients, and we have already 5 clients waiting for deploying our DS dashboard for them.
One second. It's a very important thing to distinguish. We have 5 clients waiting for the dashboard, and we have 10 plus clients on the preliminary and the legal stage. So we believe that by the end of the day, year, our potential investor, every our community member could log into a portal where we see a list of different companies being tokenized with their entrance to their dashboards, separate dashboards, separate, separate software to manage those company securities. But that's, no one has it yet. I mean, everybody's talking about STO and how things change, but no one did it yet. So we're actually thrilled to complete that by Q4 2021.
And also we announced today that we are currently in the process of audit from the SignSoft company. It is very recognized player in the field of audit of IT companies. They are already 32 years on the market, and we will publish soon the report from them of the security audit. It is regarding Stobox dashboard. So if you are the participant, if you are qualified to share drop that we announced 2 weeks ago, please register at Stobox dashboard. I sent a link to our chat now, dashboard.stobox.io, pass KYC, and we will send you the tokenized shares of a US company. Please stay tuned to not miss our next share drops prior the Stobox Exchange launch. It is regarding our first product, Stobox Dashboard. Regarding Stobox Exchange, we are currently whitelisting the community for beta testing our exchange. We will choose the 10 most active participants and give them opportunity to become the first user of Stobox Exchange and share the thoughts, share the ideas, find the bugs, post on social medias about our platform, and then we will move on with our community engagement activities to give you a chance to participate in our ecosystem. And also we announced today that we are live with a Binance Smart Chain bridge from Ethereum infrastructure to Binance Smart Chain, and it is also live. So we have currently 2 products live, and third we will issue on the 1st July. So please, guys, participate in our ecosystem. It is great time to enter the market.
I think we should respect the time, otherwise people will just stop watching us. So it's been an hour. I just want to say thank you very much. Keep writing the questions. We're very open. We'll publish last week report shortly. Once we set up the community in Discord, we'll let you know. And we're very thrilled to move on.
And guys, if you are watching now us, please make like if you like this format of live streams, and make a dislike if not, and tell us in the comments what do you think about the format when we can invite you to our Zoom translation, Zoom broadcasting, to discuss live your questions and to say hello for you. I saw the feedback from Alex LDXB that crypto investors are not ready for this honest, but we hope we can do that. So
we'd like to love you for a long time, as they say, the good way. Because the short trip doesn't do it, and we're here for the long run. We really believe in this industry, and we should all be good with it. But baby steps first. At the end, people should realize the honesty and the whole message that we're trying to convey. So we're like that. So
blockchain is transparent, so transparency. So we are the
exactly.
same. I mean, it's the same sphere,
Blockchain driven.
Community driven company.
Thank you very much. Thank you, everyone.
Yeah, thank you guys. Stay tuned. We prepared a lot of great news for this week. For the next week, we will launch soon our new services. We will announce a great article about liquidity pools for the most recognized media in our space. We will update the tokenomics, and we'll let you know. We will start the closed beta testing of Stobox Exchange, and we have a lot of prepared, so stay tuned.
And do not forget subscribe and give us like. It's very
Yeah.
important.
Thank you, Jans. Thank you, team.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you guys. Have a nice evening. Bye bye.